My child, I have witnessed your unseen journey. Not just the visible steps, the moments the world applauded. Not just the worship, the celebration, the light they saw, but the hidden hours. The nights stretched long, the prayers whispered raw. The silent, yes, when no eyes were watching at all. I've traced your path, how you held fast when others turned away, how you kept your heart tender though pain begged it to harden. Now I speak, not just comfort, but clarity, not just warmth, but fire. I am lifting you, above every doubt, external and inward, the ones that hissed after failure, the ones that clung post-rejection, the ones that screamed loudest in the silence. You fought to believe when the ground stayed barren. You spoke life when your own soul felt parched. Hear this. Nothing was wasted. Nothing went unseen. Every obedient step, every unseen faithfulness, every tear shed in secret. I've tallied them all. Now, the time of elevation. Not by your striving, not by forced doors or chased platforms, but because you chased me. You followed my voice through the wilderness. You stayed hidden when the crowd beckoned. This is why I trust you now. The fire didn't consume you, it forged you. Misunderstanding didn't bitter you, it shaped you. Now I lift you, not for their applause, but for my purpose, written long before their opinions existed. You showed up when weary. You sowed in faith where harvest seemed distant. You forgave when it tore at you. You released what cost you. I've held every moment. This elevation isn't about status. It's my name blazing through your story. Not just visibility, but validity. I am honoring the weight you carried. I am flinging open doors that once felt barred. Not by your force, but by our alignment. When you step in, they'll know. This is the Lord's doing. Those who questioned you will see my hand. Those who misread your silence will hear your voice. Not in vengeance, but in vindication. You didn't claw to be heard. You waited for my timing. Now it's undeniably here. Doors won't creak, they'll swing wide. Opportunities won't need explanation, they'll radiate proof. The fruit of your hidden years? Impossible to ignore. You won't shrink to fit this calling. You won't apologize for becoming what I've crafted. You won't fret over being too much for those who never bore your weight. Let me say it plain. You are the one I'm elevating. You are the one I've preserved. You are the one I've set apart. This season, every question will be answered with glory, not to prove them wrong, but to prove me right. I chose you. I called you. I shaped you in shadows. Now, the light reveals what only I could mold. Don't fear it. Don't second guess what you've been prepared for. This isn't reward for performance. It's the fruit of faithfulness when the road was hard. So stand tall, shoulders loose, shame dissolved, fear melted in my presence. No more bracing, just breathe. This isn't a trickle of favor. It's my hand, my timing, my glory resting on what the world called delayed. When all along, you were right on schedule. Now, let me rewrite how you see yourself. My declaration is spoken. This is your hour of elevation. But first, release the old script of your identity. If you cling to past labels, you'll enter new rooms still whispering, "Do I belong?" This isn't about proving points. It's about walking in purpose. And that demands you see yourself as I do. Not through the lens of their opinions. Not through the cracks of old pain. Not through doubt's warped mirror. You've tied your worth to performance. To others' responses. To the lie that delay meant you failed. Hear me. You didn't stall your destiny. I was armoring it. I wasn't withholding. I was fortifying. Building strength, wisdom, substance. So elevation wouldn't crush you, but crown you. Comparison lied. You're not behind. You're right on path. I've walked beside you, not past you. I hid you with purpose. Not because you weren't ready, but because the world wasn't ready for you. Now, the tide shifts. I'm not just whispering destiny. I'm echoing it through every space you enter. No more proving. The fruit will speak. And the fruit is you. Your doubt didn't disqualify you. Your tears didn't weaken you. Your wrestling didn't repel me. I've seen every battle, and I never left. Even when you said, "I can't do this anymore," I whispered back, "Good. Now watch what I will do." You didn't lose me in your tiredness. You found me as you truly are. Not the performer, but the beloved. This is who I raise up. Let me remind you, you are mine. Not a backup plan. Not an afterthought. Not lost in a crowd of more gifted. You are my delight. Strong, steady, ready. Not because you've perfected the process, but because you've let me perfect you. You've been shaped in obscurity, available even when you felt unworthy. That's what I honor. This elevation, it's about posture, not performance. You knelt when you could have self-promoted. You surrendered instead of strived. You forgave without apology. You kept your heart clean though bitterness knocked. Now I lift you, not just to be seen, but to be sent. But first, stop doubting your own heart. Yes, you've struggled, but you've also said yes to me. Again and again, when it cost you. That moved me. If you could see what I've built in your dark, you'd never question your place in the light. Your heart isn't disqualified. It's prepared. The doors I open now are safe. Because your identity isn't tied to outcomes. It's anchored in me. So return to center. Listen for my voice. Let me show you. You're not too quiet, too intense, too soft. You're exactly what this assignment needs. Come as you are. Unfiltered. Unexplained. My glory isn't a prize for the perfect. It's a resting place for the willing. This is your call. Not to rise by proving, but to rise by agreeing. With my word. With my heart. With your original design. I've not just called you. I'm confirming you. Soon, even those who questioned you will see. The glory on your life proves. You were always the one I was raising. Your pain was never wasted. Now, let me speak to the ache that shaped you. Not to reopen wounds, but to show you my redemption. What you walked through didn't just leave scars. It carved wisdom, sensitivity, authority. I don't ignore pain. I alchemize it. Your pain isn't an obstacle to your calling. It's part of its foundation. I know you've wondered. Why so long? Why so silent? Why did my road feel uphill while others soared? I counted every step. Every day you chose to stay. Every time you served with a cracked heart. I missed nothing. The pain wasn't proof of your lack, but of my deep work within you. You were stretched to hold the holy. Not because I wanted your suffering, but because the glory I place on you needs a heart humbled and healed. Shallow roots can't carry this weight. That's why I took you deep. Why it felt like everything slowed. Because I wasn't just moving you forward. I was moving you inward. I could have ended it sooner. I heard every cry. But if I delivered you too fast, you'd have stepped into destiny with wounds still bleeding. You'd have built with broken motives. Carried fear into spaces meant for freedom. So I waited. Not because you weren't ready, but because I was ensuring you'd stay ready. Pain reveals what your soul leans on. And in your hardest hours, you learn to lean on me. Not perfectly, but purely. Now, I elevate you in front of every doubt. Not to erase the past, but to redeem it. Those who saw you break didn't see me holding you. Those who judged your delay didn't grasp my refinement. But I did. I never saw you as weak, but as willing. Never as unstable, but as shapeable. Your emotions never disappointed me. Your endurance delighted me. Now, your pain becomes the oil for your next anointing. To the part of you that still whispers shame, the battle wasn't your fault. Rejection didn't define your worth. Silence wasn't abandonment. It was preparation. Not lost, found. Not abandoned, anchored. The deeper place you feared would drown you, that was me, pulling you into the weightless weight of my grip. The valley didn't prove you were forgotten. It proved your faith had roots. And now, those roots are birthing a strength that can't be mimicked, can't be manufactured. A strength that will carry you into rooms where old insecurities crumble like false treaties. You are not your trauma, not your delay, not the echo of overlooked or off rhythm. You are mine. And the pain? It was never punishment. It was preparation. Now you know the cost. Now you've stared into the furnace and discovered, even there, especially there, I never unclasped my hand from yours. This awareness? It's your unshakable authority. I'm not returning what you lost. I'm restoring what pain tried to steal. But this time, it comes with power. You're not rewinding to who you were. You're rising into what I always saw. Your heart, tender, not brittle. Your vision, clear, not clouded. Your story, no longer just a battle cry, but a glory carrier. The elevation you feel isn't metaphor, it's momentum. What I'm bringing into view isn't a mirage. It's the tangible fulfillment of every whisper I breathed when the night was your only witness. This isn't just heart restoration. It's life revelation. The hidden seasons, the silent obediences, the tears that fell like secret seeds, they were the architecture of this moment. I'm not elevating you to prove your worth. I'm elevating you to demonstrate my faithfulness. You'll know it's begun, not by fanfare, but by alignment. Not by hype, but by a peace that steadies your pulse. The doors I open won't demand performance. They'll recognize what I've already forged in you. No forcing, no striving, just the wind of my spirit, pushing you into spaces that crave the real you, the healed you, the anointed you, the called and confirmed you. Watch for the signs. A conversation that suddenly tilts toward destiny. A door you released swinging wide on its own hinge. Those who once overlooked you, leaning in, asking questions they never asked before. Your spirit stirring. Where numbness once lived, now, anticipation. These aren't coincidences. They're divine signals. Proof that the glory I promised is no longer just coming. It's already resting on you. Full circle moments are rising. Those who saw your tears, they'll now see your transformation. Those who doubted your calling, they'll hear my voice, not in your performance, but in your presence. Your name will be spoken in rooms you didn't knock on. Your reputation will echo the purity of your process. Misunderstanding? It's being replaced with honor. Not the kind that inflates, but the kind that confirms. I'm orchestrating full circle moments. Relationships that once fractured, now aligning for redemption, not regret. Opportunities that felt buried, resurfacing with new breath. You'll walk into these spaces, not with confusion, but with confidence. Not guarded, but grace-filled. Because you'll know, this is what the battle was building. The evidence won't be in volume. It'll be in fruit. Favor will find you without your striving. Doors will stay open without your force. I'm unlocking the archive of your obedience. The whispers in worship, the dreams you dismissed as random, the journal pages from years ago, they weren't relics, they were blueprints. I'm activating the hidden language of your history. What felt scattered is now strategic. What seemed irrelevant is now critical. Provision won't just be financial. It'll be relational, the right voices finding you. Emotional, healed places fueling you. Creative, ideas flowing like unlocked rivers. You won't build alone. I'm sending both resources and allies. Confirmation will come. Through people, yes, but also through my peace on your next step. If it settles you, follow. If it unsettles you, pause. I lead by alignment, not anxiety. My elevation isn't fragile. It's fortified with discernment. Expect me to speak. In dreams. Through scripture. In repeated, undeniable God winks. This isn't guesswork. It's guidance. That feeling of being in sync with heaven's rhythm. It's not imagination. It's inheritance. You're not late. You're not behind. You're right on sacred schedule. Your voice now carries weight. Notice it. People will lean in when you speak. Not because you're louder, but because your words now carry the oil of endurance. This is true elevation. Not platform without process, but authority birthed in the press. Remember, this isn't a one-time shift. It's a new normal. You'll carry glory, not just on stages, but in emails. Not just in pulpits, but in meetings. Not just in spotlight, but in ordinary obedience. This is sustained establishment, not a wave, an ocean. So watch, listen, write what I say, move when I breathe. The fruit will silence every old question. You're not being elevated someday. You're being elevated now. How to walk in this unfolding glory. Anchor in presence. Meet me first, not as ritual, but as oxygen. No scripts. Just sit. Let my voice recalibrate your day. Feast on my word. Read not to finish, but to find me. A single verse can hold your manna for the month. Guard your yes. Not every open door is yours. Learn to heed the no in my peace. Obey in the small. Tiny obediences build unshakable foundations. A surrendered tone can be as mighty as a sermon. Cleanse your inner world. Bitterness, comparison, bring them to me daily. This glory requires clean soil. Surround with truth tellers. People who celebrate without idolizing, who correct without crushing. Honor rest as rebellion. Pausing isn't passivity, it's power preservation. Even Elijah needed brook moments before fire. Let gratitude ground you. Thank me for the unseen preparations. It immunizes you from entitlement. You are who I say you are. Let me redefine you. Strong, not because you never fell, but because you always got back up. Pure, not because you're flawless, but because you returned to me. Chosen, not by human merit, but by my mysterious love. Whole, not because you weren't broken, but because I rebuilt you layer by layer. The old labels? They expire now. You're not. Too late. Too much. The one who missed their chance. You are. Mine. Precisely who I need for this hour. No more shrinking. No more apologizing for how I made you. No more letting outsiders name what only I define. Your scars? Holy evidence. Your tears? Sacred seeds. Your identity? Not defended, embodied. Walk like resurrection. Speak like sovereignty. Let the world adjust to your God-sized shape. This is how we rise together. The rhythm that sustains glory. Intimacy over intensity. Obedience over optics. Morning by morning. Let my voice align your priorities. Let my word renew your mind. Step by step. Move at my pace, not the world's panic. Trust that what I elevate, I protect. You're not climbing, you're being carried. Not performing, you're being positioned. So breathe deep, my child. Shoulders back, eyes forward. The weight you feel isn't burden. It's the gravity of glory. And it fits you perfectly. Now, walk into what's been waiting for you all along. My words sculpt your tone. Let them govern your rhythm. Let them be the script your soul rehearses. When the world tries to rewrite what I've already spoken, worship me in every breath. Let your home become a sanctuary. Let your life echo the sound of surrender. Let your voice rise, even when your heart feels heavy. For worship will soften you. Guard you from pride when favor flows. Shield your joy when warfare lingers. You don't need a stage, only the awareness that I dwell in your praise. Where I dwell, fear shatters. Where I dwell, clarity unfolds. Pray raw, not polished. Speak to me in the unscripted language of your soul. Tell me when you're overwhelmed. Ask me about the crossroads. Pause, long enough to hear my whisper and reply. You don't need formulas, you need fellowship. That's where power ignites. That's where revelation flows. You pray not to inform me, but to align with me, and I will answer. In whispers, in peace, in divine strategy. Fast when I lead you, not from duty, but desire. I may ask you to step back from what's good, because it's too loud. Fasting clears static, sharpens discernment. When I call, respond swiftly. The days you turn your plate over are the days I speak what routine would drown out. In this season of elevation, not every question deserves your answer. Let your fruit speak. Let your presence testify. Don't waste oil defending your journey. Stay rooted in what I've spoken. I am your vindication. Walk with guarded hearts and open hands. Not in fear, but in wisdom. You carry weight now. Not everyone has access. I'm not building walls around you, but windows for my glory to blaze through. Surround yourself with those who don't just admire your gift, but guard your soul. I'm sending divine connections. They'll confirm, correct, and cover you. They won't crave your platform. They'll cherish your heart. Write what I say. Document the whispers. Record the confirmations. These aren't just journal entries. They're stones of remembrance. Blueprints for battles ahead. When war blurs your vision, return to these words. Your history with me is holy. The shift is now. You're not approaching breakthrough. You're walking in it. This isn't preparation, it's manifestation. What I'm releasing cannot be reversed, delayed, or explained by logic. It's not a reward for striving. It's the fruit of surrender. You stayed when it was hard. You worshipped in empty rooms. Now, I elevate you before every doubt. Doors you didn't knock on are swinging open. Conversations are shifting behind the scenes. Walls are becoming gates. You'll know it's me, not by applause, but by the weight of peace on your calling. This won't feel like striving, it'll feel like coming home. Suddenly, momentum will ignite. Don't fear the speed, it's divine acceleration. You've waited. You've been purified. Now, you won't need to prove, just present. Your oil will speak. Your fruit will confirm. Your name will rise in places that once overlooked you. Not for your glory, but for mine. This elevation isn't a spotlight, it's a signal. A sign that I honor those who wait in the hidden place. The mantle of presence. You're not stepping into a season. You're stepping into a mantle of maturity, a mantle of fire. The doubts that haunted you, they've lost their voice. The silence of the past, it's become your strength. You won't speak louder, you'll speak truer. You won't move bolder, you'll move in peace. You are not fragile, you are forged. Now walk forward, not as a wounded survivor, but as a carrier of glory. You are heaven's evidence, proof that I still lift the faithful, proof that hiddenness births honor. This is your time. This is your divine alignment. Amen. This isn't just a channel. It's your miracle portal. Watch daily, grow daily. When you visit here every day, my words become your spiritual Wi-Fi. Each video unlocks a new divine code for your destiny. Subscribe our God Message channel Blessed Bridge and press the bell icon.